Heyo, folks, welcome to the channel, and today we'll be doing a little something special for this video. Today, if you couldn't tell, we're going to be doing a little unboxing video. Now, only I know what's inside, unless someone else maybe commented on the video, but as of the moment, only I know what's inside. And I think the contents of this box might be something that's up your guys' alley. As you can see, there's a little bit of a tear on the box. That's just so that way I don't dox myself or the person who I bought this off of. So let's cut the chit chat and let's get straight into the unboxing. I got my knife right here, which has seen better days. I definitely gotta get a new one. But we're gonna use this to open up the box and see what's inside. So let's get straight to it. And by the way, this probably goes without saying, but be careful with cutting boxes open with a knife, and obviously don't play with them, because they're not toys. Alright, I think the box is all ready, so let's get ready for the big reveal. Huzzah! Check it out. Look what we have here. I'm gonna clean this all up and then we're gonna get a much better look at this in its entirety. So, let's cue the transition and get on to the next scene. And here we have it. The deluxe edition of LEGO Star Wars, The Skywalker Saga. This is just really nice to have in person. I can't think of the last time I had a deluxe edition of a LEGO game aside from LEGO The Force Awakens, which you can see on the back. It talks about how this includes the main game as well as 7 DLC packs as well as an exclusive Luke Skywalker with blue milk minifigure, which we will look at that in a bit, but we're going to focus on the package itself. If all goes well, then we will be playing this game on this channel. Oh yes. I do plan on seeing about getting a gaming channel that's separate from my LEGO stuff, just because there's so many games I want to get into and make videos on, but are definitely not for this channel. Especially the current game I'm playing. But aside from that, unfortunately, we are going to have to take the wrapping off, but that's okay, because that'll get us to the main stuff itself. As you can see, I've got the PlayStation 4 version, which there's also the PlayStation 5 upgrade thing, which if all goes well, I should be able to play this on my PlayStation 5. If not, my PlayStation 4 should still work pretty well. But since I was able to play a little bit of Ghost of Tsushima, as well as, of course, Minecraft, I should be able to play this game just fine. But anyways, let's take off the wrapping and look at the package itself. As you can see, there's another sticker for the blue milk Luke Skywalker, as well as a little sticker for the classic DLC, which would have the characters be in their classic looks, a lot like the original complete trilogy of LEGO Star Wars. Oh yeah, look at that. Another cool thing about this is you do got like a bit of a plasticky cover, which if you lift it up, look at that. Now that is awesome. It's really cool that it does that. Just gives more flavor to the box and such. It gives it more collectible value. Aside from that, it's just literally Darth Vader's helmet, which would go connect with the box. Which I'm going to open the box right now and take a look at the contents inside. Where you can see, if you look right, you can see the little poly bag for Luke Skywalker. Look at that. As seen in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, we got Luke Skywalker with blue milk. Which, right now I'm debating on if I should even open this, though there's a good chance that I surely am gonna open this, but still. This is just... Now this is a really nice figure, even though the only thing that's really unique per se is the blue milk, which has the bantha as well as, of course, the headpiece. Still, it's real nice, and I guess a pro with the torso and the legs being normal is that if they break or anything, you could just get that look and put it on this head. However, if the head or the milk piece gets damaged, then we'd be in trouble. But let's set this aside for now, and let's focus on the other stuff, such as the game itself. And here we have the case itself, which before I get into it, I'm just going to ditch the whispery ASMR voice. I mean, I try to sound smooth, but in the middle of editing the videos, I just sound a little too quiet, so I'm just going to talk normally, which the case itself is quite surprising because I kind of expected it to be like the Steelbook case. I guess maybe that's certain versions, like maybe I would have gotten the Steelbook if it was the PlayStation 5 version, but it's fine either way. I'd mostly have the deluxe edition cover on it, so we wouldn't really notice, but it's pretty nice. You got the whole crew up there, and on the back it's basically the same as the other package, which that's pretty cool. Inside there was also a little bit of a piece of paper which shows the DLC codes. Same with the box, which I will show a picture of them on screen, but I'm obviously not going to fully show the cards since I don't want to risk getting the code leaked before I use it, even though by the time I post this video they would have already been redeemed. But you do got a little bit of like a promotional paper which shows the Lego sets at the time, which at the time of filming this, these are all retired. It's a shame we never got more Bad Batch sets. It would have been pretty cool. But you also got some cheat codes and all that, which that's pretty cool. It just tells you to go to a website, which on the inside there's nothing special aside from like some sort of guidelines and warnings and all that, which I do really miss when a lot of these games would always come with a cool little book which would tell you like the instructions and all that, but now they're just relying on in-game to tell you what's what and all that, which it's kind of a shame because I feel in a way it does kind of tie in with a lot of these big companies wanting to make things more online media rather than physical, which I'm kind of against because I'm more of a physical media person, because I would like something that I could have my hands on, and especially in the case where something were to happen, right? Especially if the internet were to go out or so, that way I'd still have something to use. But putting that aside, you could look at the disc right here, which is real nice. It's just a regular disc, which shows the PlayStation 4 logo and the Lego Skywalker Saga logo, as well as you could see the Death Star on there, which is just really nice. I do hope that maybe one day in the future we get a full enclosed Death Star and not just like a slice. Even though the new Death Star is cool in its ways, but I still do wish it was more rounded. But still, this is real nice. Yeah, this is pretty standard. Nothing too special per se, aside from what I've mentioned already with the code paper. But yeah, it's nice to get one of these. Although I initially thought that we'd be getting the Steelbook, but that's okay, because we still got the other thing. But anyways, I think it's time we focus on the moment a lot of us have been waiting for. The minifigure of this. So let's wait no further and get straight to it. And here we have Luke Skywalker with blue milk. This is a really cool poly bag. I've said a few things before already, which this might not be the specialist Lego bonus for the game compared to things like the Silver Centurion, which I hope to get one day, but this is still a really nice addition, or you could say this could make a fine addition to my collection, or anyone else's collection. But you can see it comes with 6 pieces that make it up Luke Skywalker himself, as well as his blue milk, which you can see has the bantha on it, which that's pretty cool. Nothing really special in the back, aside from some warnings, as well as the comes in the Skywalker Saga stuff. But anyways, let's get to opening up this on camera. And for the record, I will bring this over here too, which did not come with all of this, but I want to bring it with, just so that way I can display Luke. But anyways, let's get to opening. Gotta try and be as gentle as possible, just so that way there's a little bit of bag to salvage, if you will. Make sure this is nice and clear. And here come the pieces. Well, you do get a little bit of an extra piece for the milk, so that's cool. Gently. Legs work well. Torso is nice. Let's gently get the head on. Oh yeah. Got the milk. Here we are. This also does come with a little instruction manual, which I haven't looked at, but let's take a look at it together. I imagine it's just basically the same stuff. Ooh, we got some advertisements. Yep, it just shows the basic instructions, which just shows you how to build the milk, as well as the minifigure, as well as some more advertisements for some more Lego sets. It's funny because all of these Lego sets are retired. And I've pretty much got every one, with the exception of the microfighters as well as the speeder, which I partially regret not getting the speeder only because Luke came with a cool poncho. Oh, and I also didn't get that, but let's focus on the minifigure. I'm going to readjust the camera so that way you can get a better look. So I'm going to do that real quick for you guys right now. And here we have it, Blue Milk Luke Skywalker, which this basically uses his regular farm boy attire, except he does have an exclusive milk piece with a printed panther on there, which is really nice. Usually it's a cow, though I do think in recent times they changed it so that way there is no cow, but I'll have to look into that in editing. But you could see Luke Skywalker has a little blue milk mustache, which that's pretty cool, which was also featured in the trailers for the game and all that. And on the back, you can see he's got some basic back printing, which is real nice. And he does also come with an alternative expression, which has a more surprised, dumbfounded expression. He still has that blue milk mustache. Real nice, real nice. Yeah, this is a really simple, yet really nice minifigure. And I do hope with future LEGO games we get more cool minifigures like this. I mean, they're coming out with a new LEGO Batman game. I don't know if there's going to be a deluxe edition of the game that's paired with a minifigure, but I hope that the game does come with a cool minifigure. Cool like this, if not cooler. Maybe with some cool features and all that, but who knows? Only the future will tell. But yeah, this is a really nice Luke Skywalker minifigure. And probably one of the top ones, just because of the unique face print as well as the piece. But yeah, I like this minifigure a lot. Maybe more than I should, but still, it's a pretty good minifigure in my book. And I think we've talked about the figure enough. I think it's time to take one last look at the game and all the accessories before we close the video. So let's get to it, shall we? Even though I have yet to play Skywalker Saga, I just think that all the stuff that comes with this deluxe edition is just really nice, from the casing as well as the minifigure and just the manuals and such. Even though by manuals I'm referring to the codes as well as the tiny instruction booklets as well as the advertisements, even if they are retired by now. But still, it's really nice. I especially like the minifigure. I mean, it's nothing massively special, but special nonetheless. And I like that. And I just really think this is really cool, and I look forward to getting into the game. And I look forward to playing the game, even if it might not be the greatest compared to previous games, but still, I'm looking forward to playing with it. And while we're here, please tell me what you think about this video in the comments. Usually I don't do unboxing type of videos, but I want to do a little something special to spice things up, if you will. Let me know if you want to see more of these unboxing types of videos, and what you thought of this, and what all I could have done a little bit better and such. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment all that, because that helps, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one!